Hi everyone, this is Dr. Lassane, and I'm here to go over the syllabus with you for the summer semester. I know that there's often confusion when you look at a 20 some odd page syllabus and you have 10 weeks and you think, oh my goodness, this is overwhelming. And while I will admit there's a lot of work that is related to this course, I want to give you chunks of the syllabus so maybe it's a little bit easier to swallow, if you'll appreciate that metaphor. This is the first page of the syllabus. It has all of the important information about contacting me. You'll take a note that this is the summer 2018 syllabus, and that's the one you need to use because I do make changes in between semesters. So last year's or the spring semester for 2018 will probably look a little bit different, maybe some different titles, some different activities. We are in the College of Education in the Department of Library Science. This is all the information for reaching me. My name is Terry Lassane. Last name rhymes with insane. And for the first time, we're going to be in a new building. We're going to be in the Teacher Ed building in room 139. That's the bottom floor. And there's the mailing address. My office phone should remain the same, as should the fax number, as should my email addresses. And you'll see here, I've got two of them. There's the Dr. L, which I think is easier to do. And then there's the LIS_TSL@SHSU. When you leave me a message, either via phone or email, I will get back to you pretty quickly. So if you don't hear from me within a day, you should probably nudge me again. It either means, I've been offline and haven't even seen it, or I've somehow overlooked it. I don't want to do that. When you leave me a message on the office phone, it transfers to my cell phone automatically. So I will get that message pretty quickly as well. So you decide how you want to leave a message. My office hours are pretty much 24/7 because when it's an online course, I can look at information, look at what you're sending me anytime during the day. And you can send me something at 2 o'clock in the morning and I may see it at 5 o'clock in the morning, or vice versa. I will have physical office hours once we have an actual office. Right now, all our stuff is picked up, packed up, and put into storage until our offices are available. So I will post those other office hours and let you know as soon as I can. Course description, you can certainly read on your own. I'm not going to read the entire syllabus to you. The IDEA objectives are the ones on which you will measure how well I did. So you'll look at, as essential, objective number 4, and then the important objectives are 2, 7, 8, and 12. You'll get a chance to evaluate me at the end of the semester. So now, into the meat. Here is the textbook for the class. It is an online textbook. It is free. It's one that Dr. Perry and I created last year for this course. And you'll click on this. It goes to a Google Doc that'll take you through the table of contents, which are all hyperlinks. So they'll take you to what it is you need to know. There is an assignment for the textbook. We'll get to that in just a little while. In addition to the textbook, there are certain young adult novels that are required that you read, and they are right here. I've tried to keep them to a minimum. These are, I think, important books that I don't want you to overlook. Sherman Alexie's The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian is one of the few books out there written by a Native American author for young adults. It's important in that regard. There are other reasons why it's important as well. Laurie Haltz Anderson's Speak, and you may read the graphic novel format if you have it, that's fine, or the regular text, is one of the first winners of the Prince Honor Medal. So it's an important book there. Lucky Broken Girl by Ruth Behar is a wonderful story set in the recent past, and it features an Hispanic girl. Annie on My Mind by Nancy Garden, the first book really to talk about LGBTQ issues. And I follow that up with one of the most recent ones, Lily and Duncan by Donna Gephardt. Ruby Harris's It's Perfectly Normal is often termed by students the sex book. It talks about babies, having sex, what sex organs we've got, things like that. And you can imagine it's often a challenged book. Walter Dean Meyer's Monster is the first ever winner of the Prince Award. It has an interesting format. It reads very quickly. Patrick Ness's The Knife of Letting Go is the first in a trilogy about a futuristic society in which there are no women, only men, and the men can hear what's going on in one another's minds. Isabel Quintero's Gabby, A Girl in Pieces was the winner of the Pura Belpré Award given for Hispanic literature, and it certainly does reflect some of that culture. No one book can capture all of the culture, whether it's African American, Native American, Hispanic, but it does capture some. And Marjane Satrapi, Persepolis, is a graphic novel about growing up in a society that represses women. And finally, Required Angie Thomas's The Hate You Give, winner of multiple awards this year at the ALA Media Awards. It is an incredible novel, and it's her first. So it's always wonderful to see somebody who's a first-time author do so well. Now, you will also select a book from each of the following authors. They should be young adults, so make sure that you're not picking a book for kids. And if you're not sure, let me know that. So you're going to read a book by Kwame Alexander, Chris Crutcher, A.S. King, that's Amy, Andrew Smith, John Green, and Raina Telgemeier. And then you'll read 7 books of your choice from the following sources. You must use multiple sources. For example, books must come from at least 4 different lists. So as you pick and choose, you're going to read from the Best Fiction for Young Adults list, the Quick Picks for Young Adult list, Prince and/or Prince Honor books, Excellence in Nonfiction for Young Adults, Great Graphic Novels for Teens, and Outstanding Books for the College Bound. There's a note here. All of the lists are at YALSA, and there's the email address for YALSA, and the list, the books must be copyrighted between 2013 and 2018. Also read 1 young adult book from the New York bestseller book list for chapter books for ages 10 and up from June 27 through June 28. The copyright of the book must be between 2016 and 2018. And note, you may listen to any of these books in audio or read them in e-format. That is totally up to you. You'll need a TK20 account for this course. You should have one already, but if you don't, please make sure that you do. Here's information about class content. You can read this at your leisure. Also, what standards these meet. For the old AASL standards, we've not seen the new ones quite yet. So here are the things that we hope that we will accomplish during the course of our time together this summer. Couple of little policies that are really important. Late assignments. As a rule, late work is never accepted. However, I do know that occasionally really difficult circumstances arise. If that is the case, you need to contact me before the deadline and request an extension. If I grant one, I generally do it with a grade reduction. Since due dates are posted at the beginning of class, they're already posted right now. Last-minute hardware and software failure are not good excuses for late work. It's just important that you get me work on time. It is a graduate assignment, so you need to set aside time each week for the course assignments. It's also suggested that you devote time each day for reading the assigned texts as well, the textbook and also the books that you'll read for the course. It's really important that you set time aside, and I'm hoping that since it is the summer, you'll have a little more time. I know you have family and other obligations, but you need to pay some attention to the time that this course is going to take over the next few weeks. You can certainly look at the rest of these policies at your own leisure. I don't feel the need to read everything to you, but it has to be in the syllabus. These are requirements from the state and also from the College of Education. So that's about all for this first screencast. I'm scanning very quickly through the syllabus, and you can follow along. You've got your syllabus online here at LiveBinder. You also have it at Blackboard, and some of you, I'm sure, have printed out your own copies. The next screencast is going to basically be how to get an A in the class. So stay tuned. I'll be back to you in just a moment.